Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're doing a complete, objective teardown of a product that is generating a ton of buzz in the digital publishing space right now. It's called the Motivation eBook empire. We've dug deep into the source material, the sales pages, the underlying funnel, and crucially, the actual licensing terms, all to give you a crystal clear look at what this product actually is, who it's designed for, and most importantly, what you need to watch out for.
But before we get into the nuts and bolts, I want you to just stop and ask yourself a question. Imagine you're trying to build a brand around self-improvement, mindset, or productivity. How long do you think it would actually take you to find dozens of high-demand topics, research all of them, outline the chapters, and then write out 83 complete, polished personal development manuscripts literally from scratch? Think about the immense struggle and just the massive time cost involved in a process like that.
Well, according to the product's creators, writing, editing, and rewriting a library of this sheer size all by yourself, that would easily take well over 1,000 hours of deeply focused work. 1,000 hours. And honestly, that's before you even factor in formatting, proofreading, and designing the covers. That 1,000-hour bottleneck, that is exactly the massive problem this product claims to solve for content creators. Okay, let's dive into this. To completely bypass those thousands of hours of grueling work, a company called TechCloud LLC has put together a done-for-you bundle that basically attempts to do all that heavy lifting for you.
The secret sauce behind all this is something called Full Private Label Rights, or PLR for short. Basically, this gives you the legal right to take their 83 completed ebooks, slap your own name and branding right on them, and publish, resell, or repurpose them entirely as your own work. No joke, you don't even have to credit the original authors. It's the core engine of this whole product, allowing coaches and digital marketers to completely skip the writing phase.
So what that means in practice is that the Motivation eBook empire acts as an instant content foundation. If you've been dying to build a brand in the self-improvement space, instead of starting from zero, this hands you the keys to a completely pre-built library. It's designed as a massive shortcut for anyone wanting to establish authority in niches like positive thinking, confidence, or goal setting.
So what exactly do you get when you open this digital box? Let's take a look inside the 83 ebook bundle. The sheer scale here is kind of wild. You're getting 83 ready-made ebooks that cover a massive spectrum of the personal development world. We're talking about ready-to-go guides on building confidence, mastering goal setting, developing self-discipline, cultivating a leadership mindset, the whole shebang. You aren't just getting one or two little guides, you're essentially getting an entire digital bookstore's worth of inventory on day one. And knowing the professional cover designs provided across these different topics, it's super important to understand that personal development is what marketers call an evergreen niche. It's not some passing trend or a seasonal fad. Millions of people are out there actively searching for advice on time management, happiness, and resilience every single day, year after year. The timeless nature of this market is what makes a library like this so potentially valuable.
But hey, owning 83 books is one thing, right? Actually making money from them is a whole different story. Let's look at some real-world use cases.
Our source review outlines a really diverse list of practical applications here. You can upload these straight to Kindle, you can break them down into blog posts or YouTube scripts, you can sell them as digital downloads on places like Etsy or Gumroad. But I want to specifically call out how powerful these are as lead magnets. If you're a coach, you can easily give away a book on, say, focus or self-discipline in exchange for an email address, which is an amazing way to rapidly grow a list of highly targeted potential clients. What's really interesting here is how the creators ground this abstract idea of PLR into tangible realities. They show us the actual end goal, taking this done-for-you content and generating real-world digital product sales on hugely popular platforms like Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, Gumroad, and Etsy. It totally bridges that gap between just buying some digital files and actually running a real digital business.
All right, it's time to talk about the financial realities. We need to cover the pricing, dime sales, and upsells, because honestly, the underlying funnel mechanics here are where things get a little bit complicated. The front-end offer uses a really specific pricing strategy known as a dime sale. If you're not familiar, a dime sale is a model where the cost of the product progressively increases. It might jump up every few minutes or every time someone makes a purchase during the launch. The big takeaway for you is that any price quoted is literally just a snapshot. That entry cost is going to steadily climb the longer the sale goes on.
For example, during the launch, the live dime sale started at just $6.60. And yeah, that is an undeniably low price for 83 complete books. But our source review explicitly warns buyers, do not let that low entry price blind you to the hidden catches waiting in the upsell funnel. I want to carefully walk you through these one-time offers, or OTOs, that hit you right after your initial purchase. Look at the cross-sells here. You're buying a motivational book bundle, right? Yet they immediately try to upsell you on pencil control and preschool workbooks. That is entirely unrelated to personal development. And more importantly, take a look at that premium membership option. The pricing structure heavily suggests this is a recurring monthly fee, not just a one-time purchase. You've got to navigate this funnel very carefully. Now that we've looked at the actual content and the sales funnel, let's weigh the pros, the cons, and get to our final verdict. So it's absolutely crucial to balance both sides here. On the pro side, the time savings are just monumental. We're talking over 1,000 hours saved. Plus, you get immediate access to a highly profitable evergreen niche with incredibly broad rights. But on the con side, you have to face the hard reality of duplicate content. Because this is PLR, hundreds of other buyers are purchasing the exact same 83 books. If you just upload them as is, you are literally going to be competing against identical copies. True success here means you have to put in the effort to customize, rebrand, and actually make the content your own. The good news, though, is that the entire bundle is backed by a no-questions-asked 30-day money-back guarantee. And it's compatible with both Mac and Windows, which definitely lowers the risk. If you want to jump in and just inspect the quality, the length, and the depth of the content for yourself, you have a full month to do exactly that without risking your initial investment. And that brings us to our final thought. The Motivation ebook empire offers a massive shortcut. But a shortcut is only valuable if you actually know where you're driving. So, I leave you with this. Are you willing to put in the work to customize, rebrand, and elevate this content to make it stand out? Or will you just upload it as is and get lost in a sea of identical PLR? It's a really powerful tool, but your strategy will ultimately determine your success. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I hope this helps you analyze your own digital content strategy.